Get ready, start. During the pendency of the suit, an application in terms of Order 39, Rules 1 and 2 of CPC was filed praying for an order of injunction and restraining the defendant from interfering with the possession of the plaintiff in the suit property and from taking forcible possession by breaking open the padlock in the suit property. On such application, learned trial judge granted an interim order of status quo. Against such order, the defendant filed an appeal before the High Court, which was heard by a division bench, and the said division bench did not interfere with the order as the main application for injunction was yet to be decided on merits. The plaintiff filed an application under Section 151 of CPC for enforcing the said ad interim order of status quo with the help of police, and the learned trial judge allowed the application. Thereafter, the defendant filed a revision before the High Court, but the High Court did not interfere with the said order on the ground that so long as the ad interim order was subsisting, there was no reason for interference with the order for implementation of the order. Subsequently, an application under Order 39, Rule 4 of CPC was filed by the defendant for vacating the earlier interim order. The High Court noted that it would have normally remitted the matter to the learned trial judge for considering of the application under Order 39, Rule 4 of CPC, and the written objection filed to the original application for injunction on merits. But it was pointed out that in the suit the plaintiff had not impleaded the three sons of the defendant, who had admittedly become co-owners of the property along with the defendant, and as such no effective order of injunction can be passed in the suit in the absence of all the co-owners of the property. The High Court therefore held that in the circumstances it was a fit case where application for injunction filed by the plaintiff was to be dismissed in the absence of necessary parties to the suit, and on that ground alone the application was dismissed. The High Court noted that it had not gone into the merits of the case and only on the technical grounds as noted above, the application for temporary injunction was rejected. In view of the dismissal of the appeal, the application had become infructuous. During hearing of the appeal, learned counsel for the appellants, who are the legal heirs of Ashok Kumar, the original plaintiff, submitted that the High Court had not decided the case on merits and had passed the impugned order only on the technical ground that the three sons of the defendant, who are co-owners, had not been impleaded. As a matter of fact, subsequently, an application in terms of Order 1, Rule 10 under bracket 2, read with Section 151 of CPC, was filed by the plaintiff on 8/11/2005 for impleading the three sons of the defendant. The prayer was accepted by the trial court by order dated 9/4/2005 as the basic objection as to the maintainability of the application no longer survives in view of the impleadment of the three sons of the defendants. The matters need to be heard afresh. As noted above, the High Court noted that it had not gone into the merits of the case and except on the technical ground of non-impediment of the three sons of the defendant, the application for temporary injunction was rejected. In view of the changed circumstances, we remit the matter to the trial court to consider the matter afresh. The effect of the impediment of the three sons of the defendant, needless to say, shall be considered by the trial court. The appeals are accordingly disposed of. There will be no order as to costs. Stop. Thank you.